Glory to Ukraine, glory to brave Ukrainian army. We will definitely win. Ukraine's fighting, Ukraine stands. Ukraine's fighting for that democracy in the whole world. While you'll be looking, watching at my beauties, rose beauties, and of course I will tell you a couple of words about them, what these beauties are, how they behave in my garden, how do I care about them. First of all, I would let you know that, as usual, last night Russia terrorist they attacked a couple of cities, and among them Kharkiv. They struck a residential building, 5-story, usual residential multi-apartment building, and as of now they killed 9 people. But there are still rescue works are in progress. And this night, current night, I was woken up by the sound of missile and then strike and hit of that missile into the, not sure whether aim or not, but target or not, but according to our air forces, Russia terrorist state this night they attacked Ukraine by 46, just listen these numbers, 46 missiles of different types like Caliber, Iskander, X101, X555, and some of them, 10 or 11 of them, they struck, and they have destroyed, pretty severely destroyed 2 of our hydropower plants, and also they attacked in parallel this night. They attacked by 47 Shaheds Iranian drones, and believe me, the sound of missile and then you see explosion. That means that it landed somewhere and it made destructions. It brought death with itself, and this is not the greatest sound you would want to hear, of course. So yeah, we are under attack anew and anew, nightly and daily. And in addition, they attacked Kharkiv anew this current day, and with victims as well. William Shakespeare 2000, and it was initially I have planted it back into 2020, but I have replanted it last year to this place because it is very interesting in color, it's very interesting in flower shape, and it is very interesting in fragrance. Not interesting, but very fantastic, I would say, in fragrance. And because of its fragrance, I wanted to smell it, to feel it pretty fast. And as soon as I go outside my house, I wanted to just right away smell this fragrance. That's why I have replanted it closer to my first door, initial door, or main entrance into the building. And it was a good choice. The bush itself, it was pretty damaged by winter. After the winter, pretty damaged by frosts or by this winter weather, I'm not sure. And I have cut it pretty severely, very close to the ground level, maybe 5-10 centimeters above ground level. It was not influenced by frosts. And as of now, this is first flush. This is on the beginning of first flush. You can see that bush is pretty good. It gave me a couple of bunch of branches, maybe 10 even, and each branch it ends in clusters of flowers, and all of them will be opened. I see that the bush will have enough strength to open all of them. I am watering it. We've had a couple of rains already, not heavy rains. Such rains, they were pretty light, and this is not enough to water to good extent because we have very dry soil as of now, but at least some rains is already good. So yeah, I am watering this additionally. I am fertilizing it additionally by also watering and just adding different nutritions into the water and water my flowers, and William Shakespeare 2000 as well, of course. As you can see, yeah, flower is pretty big, it's handful, and it is very strongly fragrant, very strongly, very noticeably, very good felt, very deep and very, I would say, intense fragrance, very fruity, sweet one. And I think this is one of the example of this rose fragrance, rose oil fragrance, which if you like fragrant roses, of course, you will like as well. Bush itself, I would say that during the first years in my garden, it gave me part of the flowers. They were not formed till the very end, were not formed good. And here I see some insect. Yeah, I will then later I will take it away. Yes, some flowers were not formed correctly. They were partially, not destroyed, but partially, yeah, not so good in their shape. But now, starting from the third year, as far as I remember, they started to be very good form, very good shape, and fully covered by petals, very full. I would not say that they are long-lasting. Of course, it depends on the weather. If we have 27 and plus Celsius and above, then flower life is really short. But if we have 20, 22, 23, then life is pretty long. Of course, it is attacked by different beetles, as you can see here, because it's very fragrant. And concerning color, it's very deep, very intense, very nice one. Beetroot, pink, deep pink, with some violet shades, very intense and good color. Yeah, here you can see, at least partially, how flower, it is not formed wholly in the whole shape, but it has some, yes, some area, some space, not full, not placed with petals. So some branches, they are pretty short, some pretty high. This one is about 70 centimeters high, 70-80 centimeters high. They will be blooming, such branches, they will be blooming later. So wave or flush, it will last, I think, up to months, but it will depend on the weather. It has 2 flushes here in my garden, in my region, in my climate, and maybe I think in more southern areas or districts of our country, it may give even 3 flushes. A neighboring to it, there is Eden Rose 85 or Pierre de Ronsard, also one of the famous rose variety. It's very popular here in Ukraine. In almost every garden you could see this rose variety, and of course my rose garden is not an exception. It's only starting here, and it was very influenced by the winter. I have caught it very severely, very strong, almost at the ground level, as well as William Shakespeare 2000, and it also gave me, as of now, pretty good and nice and neat bush. It has also up to maybe 10 branches as of now. Each branch is very generous in buds, and of course they will be opening. Some buds are deformed, they are not formed correctly. This one, of course, will not give me a rightly formed flower, unfortunately, but most of the buds, they are formed correctly and good. This is the form of shape of flower. It's not the final one. It will be much more interesting, much more nicer. And flower, it has pretty long life than comparing to William Shakespeare 2000. It will stay longer on the bush, and they will be also longer. And I expect, concerning the branches, that closer to the autumn, for the second flush, it will give me even 150 centimeters high branches, as I have seen this during previous seasons, and also it is impacted by the beetles here in my gardens. And I don't care, to be true, I do not care about beetles as of now, because we have so many deaths of kids, of pregnant women, of our people, best people of our nation. So yeah, we could not care about every beetle, while Russia tourist state they kill even couple of days babies, newborns, without any appropriate response from the democratic world. Yeah, because we still have restrictions from our partners from USA. We have restrictions to hit Russia army forces on their territory, of that failed and terrorist state. And they could freely hit us every night, every day, by different types of missiles, shaheds, but we are not allowed to give appropriate answer to this. So yeah, another beauty, one of my favorite, but I I can say this about almost all of my beauties, not all. And maybe I will show you also some and say this is not my favorite or not among my favorite one. But this one, Cyclamen Pierre de Ronsard, Cyclamen Edenrose, maybe it's called also, or pink maybe Edenrose, not sure, but Cyclamen Pierre de Ronsard. Its name is very popular, and it's this is variety. It is also pretty popular, but not so popular as Edenrose, as Pierre de Ronsard. But I have planted it. I have planted it close to the Pierre de Ronsard, and I have planned to make some kind of arcs and pairing them together. These both varieties, because of course they have harmony in color, they have harmony in the bloom or flower shape, flower size, bush shape, bush nature of growing. Yeah, so they of course could be paired pretty nicely, and I would say perfectly. Color is deep pink. You can see it is pretty whole pink, but outer petals, outer side of the petals, it is lighter, a little bit lighter, with some even creamy white sides, but in general I love this color. I like this color, this shade of pink, and also I have to admit that I have placed the branches, as you can see. I have placed and fixed them horizontally, because this variety, it went perfectly out of winter. Wintering was perfect for it. It was alive through the branch length of the whole branch, and branches were pretty long, more than 1 meter, maybe 1 meter and 20 centimeters, something like that. And I have placed them horizontally intentionally, because I want for the branches to bloom through their whole length. And as you can see, result is impressive. Definitely each start of new branch, it gave, each point gave new branch, and each branch, it ends, almost all of them ends in clusters, not so rich of course as this one, for example, which is not horizontal. This is new growth, and it is much more richer than this. For example, this one, that they are new branches through the this length of main branch. So yeah, but after they, or when they will open, they will be impressive. Of course, this will be the area of bloom, the area of color. Unfortunately, it does not have fragrance. Maybe pretty light, but definitely not medium, and not strong. And branches and blooming, it's as of now, it's I would say through the whole height of the bush itself. These flowers which are on your screen now, they are maybe 20, 30, 40 centimeters from the ground level. Then we have a couple of branches here, but I think they will be higher. These branches, they are maybe 60, 70 centimeters, and this one up to meter. So I have flowering, blooming through the whole height of this bush. And as you can see, flower, this one is maybe one of the most formed. Shape is perfect for this one, and as you can see, very, very nice and very attractive flowering and blooming. Very nice one and very good choice, and you can also try. I think you can try even now. Of course, this it's better to do this during early spring, but you can try even now to place horizontally some of your varieties, especially those which bloom only once per season. I will also try, this is, as I have mentioned, new one. I will try to place it not horizontally because I can break it, but I could try, and I will try it at least to place under some degree of horizontally or something like that. So yeah, Cyclamen Pierre de Ronsard. And maybe I will show you one more beauty. This is Peony Черноморская чайка, but I want to show you one more beauty. This will be Purple Emperor. Purple Emperor. This is not all rose. No. Sorry. This is shrub, and it is not so old, but it is impressive. And I have replanted it here also because this is second season in my garden, and I have replanted it from other place, different place, because it was grown. I have planted it initially into more sandy soil, and that soil is not good enough for it to be stronger and to give me a pretty good and high and generous bush. I think that this place where it is now, it will be much more good to fit this my aim and my expectations. But yeah, it is very strongly fragrant. It's very intense in color. As you can see, color is transferred very, very precisely. It's even more deeper than you can see, and it will be so deep and intense during the sunshine, during the dusk, closer to the sunset, of course prior to rain, after the thunderstorm or rain, and you will be impressed by this color during the whole day. It is exposed to the sun for the whole day, and as you can see, of course, there are some, at least little signs of sun activity, but in general bloom looks very, very nice and very, very high quality. These flowers, they are open for third day or even fourth day, already completely opened, and the whole day there is sunny days. We've had some rains, but not long lasting. Mainly we've had sun, pretty high temperatures, and as you can see, it is pretty resistant to the sun and to the heat. Yeah, I will show you this view, and we'll be thanking. Yeah, thanks for watching, thanks for listening, thanks for all your comments, and of course remember about us and where you can. Please help us, please note and recall us in all your actions, in all your thoughts, in all your prayers, and in all your during all your visits to your deputies and different people who can help us to survive in this war, and of course to defend ourselves and to win this war. Thanks, till the next video, and bye.